Hey guys, Peter here, and I'm coming to you from the glorious island of Tenerife in the Canary Islands, just off the west coast of Africa, and I'm staying at the beautiful Hollywood Mirage Resort here up in Los Cristianos. And what I want to do is I want to share with you today a couple of tips on staying healthy while on holiday or vacation, because some people say, oh, you know, I get on holiday and it all sort of went to pot, you know, with regards to my morning routine or my usual fitness habits. So I just want to share with you a few little tips to keep you on track while you're away. Now, the first one is obviously to set the intention. Right? You're not coming on holiday to retox. Right? People normally want to detox after the holiday, but instead what you want to have is, if you come follow me, is to set yourself up to win with a few little tips that'll go a long way. The first is nutrition. When we go on holiday, a lot of people drink more than they used to when they're at home, and they generally eat more junk. Why? Because they have that whole, oh, relax, therefore I let go of willpower. Now, if you're using willpower to try and stay healthy, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. If you're not inspired to get into the gym because you're associated to the fact that this is what the muscles are born to do, it's life's way of being able to play in this avatar we inhabit called a body, and the fact your muscles are born to actually go and do those things rather than sit on the couch and get diabetes, then you're there for the wrong reasons. If you're going to the gym to try to look good, it's because you're still under the illusion that other people care what you look like, right? So, self-image out of the way, and have a sense of personal ambition, personal pride about who you are. Self-image is a place where most people destroy themselves. Anyway, that's a whole different video. What I want to share with you is, how do you set yourself up to win on holiday? So it's still easy if you're still trying to use willpower, right? Very simple. The first thing, nutrition. If you put in a base at the start of the day that has everything the body needs, then if you want to go have a pizza or a margarita at lunchtime, then it's not so bad. But if you're doing the holiday diet and you are not putting in a foundation like a health insurance, then things are going to go downhill. So what have we got here? Well, personally, one of the things I travel with usually is a blender. Now, the challenge is, if you've got a NutriBullet or a Magic Bullet, fantastic, great little things to travel with. But if you're making smoothies and protein shakes, like I'm going to show you how I do right now, then that is a key component. But we were over the limit on our luggage this time around, so no problem. What I do is what I sometimes do when I'm traveling. I land at the airport, I go to a supermarket, and I spend 20 euros or something on a blender. It's going to be, we're here for a week, 10 days, whatever it is, and then I leave it here, I give it to somebody as a gift. So, I went out, I bought a blender as soon as I arrived for 20 euros, and what I do is I then go to a health food store and I buy up a few things for my morning shake. First thing I use is a bit of a base, usually for a protein powder. As you can see here, I use a vegan protein. This is from Weider. Now, they only had two flavors. One was iced cappuccino, and the other was pina colada. Well, I'm on holiday, what the hell? So the closest I'm getting to a pina colada is a pina colada flavored vegan protein from Weider. Good old Joe Weider. But it's a pea-based protein, which is also great. And then I bought a load of superfoods to mix in. We've got spirulina here, good old favourite. Maca, my favourite superfood of everything. If I was only ever going to live on one superfood, it would be maca. Hemp protein, by far nature's most complete food. When you're talking about amino acids, essential fatty acids, branched chain amino acids, all of the different micronutrients, phytonutrients, you cannot beat hemp as a protein powder. Guys, if you're still taking whey and dairy-based proteins like casein, go look at the studies. And then you'll run away. It's overpriced, it's under-effective, and plant-based proteins are far more bioabsorbable, far more utilizable by the body, and produce far more results. Anyway, so hemp, always a favorite. And then a load of flax seeds and a few other bits there as a mix to throw in to give it a little bit of texture, which I like as well. Speaking of flax oil, absolutely paramount. Essential fatty acids. I've got a virgin flax oil here, which I bought in the local organic health store. And I'll put in up to 25 milliliters a time in my smoothie. Now, be careful when you're using oils or other brands like Udo's oil. Udo Erasmus, one of the world's foremost authorities on understanding essential fatty acids in the body. A good friend of mine, great guy, go check him out, premium product. But if you can't get hold of that because they don't sell Udo's oil on the island, then I got some flax oil here, high in omega-3s, not so much in omega-6, but that's okay for while I'm here. So if you use more than, say, 20-25 mil, then you can sometimes get what's called a liver response, right? And it'll make you a little nauseous, lasts about an hour. And it's the body's way of saying, the liver can only process so much oil at a time, and so if it's had too much, it'll go, hey, let me make you a little nauseous to stop you from eating any more and losing the good stuff that I can't process. So you can find your own tolerance, but if you're putting in a cap full, maybe 25 mil max, then for most people, especially if you're anywhere near my size, it's not going to get even near the threshold of a liver response. But if something does go and you feel, oh God, a little bit nauseous, it's usually because you've put the oil in. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater and say, clearly eating healthy is not for me. It's usually just the oil response. Some coconut oil there as well, which I like. Vitamins, as you can see here. Travel, set yourself up to win. I've got every single day here ready for me. It's a no-brainer. I get out of bed, I make my shake, I down it, I take my vitamins, all good. I've got some stuff here for sleeping. Sleeping is probably the best thing about going on holiday. Now, guys, remember, especially if you're looking to, really express the potential that the body has through training. Muscles can only repair while you're asleep. Muscles can only grow while you're asleep. The body can only detoxify while you're asleep. Yeah, there's so many studies done on this now, it's incontrovertible. When you're asleep is when everything happens. Your immune system reboots, your parasympathetic nervous system starts kicking into gear because your conscious, stressful mind is out of the way. So sleep is paramount. I sleep more when I'm here or when I'm away on vacation, but you haven't got to be up in the morning for your usual DMO at 5 a.m. or what have you. Listen to your body, put a blackout in place, and then wake up when the body wakes up. Yeah, kind of makes sense to me. So yeah, I use a few things here from Bulletproof. As you know, I'm a big fan of Bulletproof and Dave Asprey and the team there. 5-HTP, and they've got a new product out called Sleep Mode, which I'm trying out here. I will tell you something, if you take things like 5-HTP, melatonin, or any sort of aspect of that which helps you restore and have deeper sleep, be prepared for more vivid dreams. Yeah, there is one of the happy side effects of taking stuff like that is it does make the dreams quite a bit more vivid. So you're into that kind of stuff, I can recommend it. Lastly, I will share this with you. This is a detox formula called Carlon. The one I happen to be using right now, a sort of colon cleansing system. You can use things like psyllium husk if you're trying to clear that the colon, for those of you that either experience or have issues with constipation, or if you have a high rich meat-based diet, I promise you there's stuff in there you need to get out. But when it comes to understanding health, go study the work of people like Dr. Bernard Jensen, who's one of the pioneers of this kind of work, who famously stated something which I agree with: all disease starts in the colon. So, but this one, Carlon, has a mix of 3 really great ingredients. If you have a look, it's a little bit of a grey powder in there. It dissolves in water, tastes virtually not like nothing. But the 3 ingredients here, one is activated charcoal, a fantastic detoxifier for the body. Absorbs toxins to it like a magnet. It also has diatomaceous earth, which is a great detoxifier, as well as one of my all-time favorites, bentonite clay. And so, yeah, that's 3 in 1. I actually know the person that runs the company. She's amazing. Lady, she's a mother of 5 and she's a size 6, so she knows a little bit or 2 about health. You can actually get this one from carlonshop.co.uk if you're interested. But that's the one I use personally because, as I say, I know the lady, her name's Carly, that owns that amazing woman. But make sure if you're adding to the holiday aspect of the odd glass of wine here or there, if you know what I mean. Take a detox before you go to sleep at night. It helps the body process everything out. Speaking of detox, again, we are on holiday, so that does mean that if you wanted the odd glass of grape juice here, it isn't part of your 5 a day, but why not? This isn't about being coming away and trying to stress yourself out by being healthy. It's just setting yourself up to win. So if you have all of this, and bring your gym kit. Don't make sure you don't leave your gym kit, because that's the #1 excuse that people have on holiday, that I can't train, I didn't bring my gym kit. Just my swimming shorts, so I can only lie by the pool and drink beer. But no, find a local gym. If the hotel's gym isn't good enough, we go to World Fitness here. We found a great gym on Tenerife, so we've been going every day to do that kind of stuff. But I'm also in prep as well for those that really want to take health and vitality to the next level. I also run, as some of you probably know, a once-a-year fitness retreat. And that's coming up in a few weeks in May as part of my Master's Circle experience. So, if you want to take a little look, have a look at the description in the video here, and I'll include some information. But that's a 6-day intensive with me where I put you in the gym and we train, but we also learn about 3-4 hours a day in the classroom. And the first 2 days we cover in-depth on physical health, getting out of all of the misinformation, all of the commercial bias that's out there. Because it's probably one of the greatest areas of confusion that most people have health, which is why I like to cut through it and really get to the point about what works, why and how. How do you shortcut things? So the first 2 days we focus on physical health. Second 2 days we focus on an area very few personal trainers or very few companies that are involved in fitness focus on, and that's mental health. Yeah, mental, emotional health. You probably know that your best or worst training partner is your mind. Yeah, if the alarm goes off and it's 6:30 and you said you're going to go to the gym, what happens? Well, your mind will either talk you in or out of it most of the time. Yeah, so how do you have your mind to be your best training partner, your raving fan, the person that cheers you on, the person that when you're there and say, I can't do another rep, says, yes, you can, come on, I believe in you. How do you train your mind to do that? Rather than do what most people do, which is look for an excuse to stop because of the physical discomfort. Yeah, and the mind, by the way, if you haven't figured it out yet, bonus tip, the mind's primary job is to justify behavior in accordance with your current emotional state. And learning how to grow past that, grow out of that, supersede that is the first step to emotional maturity. But if you want to see an area where you can really apply that or suffer its detrimental effects, the area of health and working out and training is one of them. So we spend 2 days focusing on how to get the mind to be your best training partner, to really dig deep at that point and be proud of being able to smash your targets rather than try and talk your way out of it because you don't like the temporary discomfort. And then the last 2 days we work on an area that very, very few people ever focus on or even aware of. And that's the energetic, pseudo-spiritual side of health. Again, we touched a little bit on this sort of image issue earlier, but how do you actually tap into the human biofield and use that level of energy to fuel your workouts? That's a whole different conversation. We spend 2 days on that and go a lot deeper. And we also do it in beautiful locations. This time it's in one of the gorgeous islands off the coast of Croatia. And we obviously then tie in lots of magical surprises that we tend to always do and throw in on the master trip. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you, some tips here on how to stay healthy on holiday. If you do want to take it to the next level, there's a few places left on our upcoming retreat. If not, use what I've said here. Please don't just let this be words. Remember, knowing and not doing is the same as not knowing. But when it comes to health, the challenge is most people do not oil the garden gate until it starts squeaking. I want you to be one of these people where you're applying the oil so it never does start to squeak. In body terms, you know what I'm talking about. So on that note, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my healthy and happy holiday, and I wish you guys an incredible Easter. Big love, lots of hugs, and go make yourself proud in the gym.